This is Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn, he'll get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
I know y'all waiting for the most exciting show, 2 hours. It's gonna go real fast. Let's go. 93.7 The Ticket is the Captain Show. I'm with
the black shirt
and
Bach.
I said I'm with
the black shirt
and
Bach.
And we are powered
by
Bauer
Infrastructure,
Bauer
Underground
Brand
Excavating.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Yeah, see, I got the best Go Big Red. Tell Compton, shut it down. Shut it completely down. I got the best Go Big Red in the building. I got my helmet on, and I'm chilling. All right. Welcome to the Captain Show. It's Tuesday. You all right?
Yeah.
I came in a little high. That's okay. A little energy never hurt nobody.
For a Tuesday.
Well, I got my helmet on.
Wasn't bad.
I thought I was playing football again. Shoot.
Hey, by the way, I found something. Found something I wanted to share with you, possibly give to you. I got to see how you act today.
Oh, it's contingent on how I act.
Yeah. Because you're
why is that?
You're very so.
I'm just saying how
he said you're very well.
Yeah. I'll reserve that.
So I
hope it's a sandwich or something. You got one of those good teriyaki turkey.
No sandwich in my book bag.
Okay.
So the first one.
Okay, here's the first one.
Okay, look at this right here.
Oh, wow. Can I put it on now?
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure.
Keep it coming, man. Hey,
right.
I've never. What is
Well,
going
for
on?
the radio audience, can you explain what it
2020
is? What did you get?
Get it off your head, buddy. Come on. What? You can't even wear that hat, huh? Dude, you're amazing.
Now,
Thanks, buddy.
what? Tell everybody what it says.
Well, it's an all red 1997 championship beanie
For Nebraska, yeah.
all red.
The second one.
I can't believe you, man.
The second one. I found this.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at that.
A day in the life of Husker football.
Read the back of it.
What is that, a VHS tape?
Old.
He got a VHS.
Go behind the scenes to places usually off. Shut up. Shut up.
Was that a Chasing
Did
3
you watch
documentary
this?
back then?
No.
Hey, I've got a DVD. We're going to convert this. This is gold.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about this. Nobody knows about this. I guarantee you, nobody. Here, let me read it. Go behind the scenes to places usually off limits to the public and the press with the Nebraska ETV documentary, A Day in the Life of a Husker Football. On November 1st, 1997, Coach Osborne became the first college coach in history to win 250 games in only 25 years. He defeated Nebraska's arch rival, Oklahoma Sooners, by the largest margin in series history. I was a part of that. 9 cameras from the Nebraska ETV network were there to capture the event in intimate detail. Exclusive scenes include team meetings, pregame, halftime, lunchroom, locker room, pep talks, the Osborne sideline conversation with quarterback Scott Frost. Also included are backstage glimpses of the band, cheerleaders, Husker Nation, and hundreds of other individual and organizations that help make Husker football Nebraska's favorite sports spectacle. Wow. Love you, man.
You
That's your Christmas present.
Thanks, man. You knew I would enjoy this, man. You hit one of them good garage sales around here?
No.
Where did you get this from? I need to know that.
I can't tell you.
This is gold. I'm gonna go splice dice. I'm gonna go and do what VJ does and
Pick apart the film.
pick it up.
Oh, man.
Dude, this is a VHS.
He'll be on.
Did you ever have to watch these?
Oh, VHSs, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
When?
when I was
Bob?
young.
You ain't old enough to have to watch
I
VHS.
thought I was a child of the 90s.
Whoa,
DVDs were like
whoa.
late 90s, right? Early 2000s.
Yeah, buddy. Hold up a
I
second.
also found a chair from what do they call the CHI Center? There's something else. The Quest.
Yeah,
Center?
yeah. It used to be called the Quest Center.
I found a WWF chair from the Quest Center, 2008.
Huh.
Where are you getting this stuff?
I can't tell you.
Come on, will you take me?
I can't.
You can blindfold me.
No, I
And
can't.
then when I get there, I just be like, oh, I'm going to spend it all.
No,
Spend every dime.
no, it's really not for sale. It's just something I came across.
Where did you come across this at? Is it the same spot?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you're going to hold out? This is gold. There's more where that came from. You might not know
No.
what gold looks like.
It's not more. It's just I just happened to stumble across that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is you hitting the thank you. That's all I can say. I can't believe you. I can't believe you. You 2025, we're turning the new
Yeah,
leaf.
that's your 50th birthday
No,
present.
you're going too far now, Terrell. You're going too far. I don't think I got you nothing for 50, did I? You turned 50 yet? No, you ain't till August.
Yeah, August.
Oh, get out of here.
This is, well,
Euler got you beat.
my best friend, he turns in April. So
Who the heck is your best friend?
my
I
best
thought I
friend's
was him.
from Georgia.
You don't have a best friend in Georgia.
I do.
Who?
We've been best friends since we were 6 years old.
Who?
He came up here for a game.
Who?
His name Cody.
Cody who?
Roger Cody.
Oh.
We just call we call each other by their last name.
Okay.
We talked on the phone the other day. His beard is bigger than yours.
Hey man. Hey. don't
And I showed
make
him
my
my-
beard.
And I showed him my beard, and he said I'm a hater. He said
Why?
you copied off me.
You copied off me.
Yeah,
I started this trend
yeah.
4 years ago on the radio. I said I'm not cutting.
I'm gonna get shaped up tomorrow.
I'm not cutting it until we win a big game.
10 games.
Well, winning season, and I don't count that last year. I don't count that.
I'll cut it.
We ended the season 6-6, so that's not a winning season. That's 50-50 ball.
Oh, they won the bowl game with 7-6.
Bowl game don't count. What is wrong with him?
Oh, he said he needs some coffee.
Well, he literally.
That's an emergency
Hold
coffee.
up a second. Listen at this dude right here.
It's right there. Yeah.
Whoa. He literally got off the air, went out of the studio and into the other studio looking for coffee that was right behind his computer screen.
Yeah, thirsty or cold or
what just happened? Why'd you need a coffee like that all of a sudden?
Hey, I got
what just happened?
Alzheimer's. I'm getting old.
What just happened?
CTE.
But you ain't played enough football for CTE. What just happened? And you ain't been hit enough. Or you ain't hit enough for CTE. What just happened?
There's some sort of emergency coffee
He had a
needing.
glitch in the matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed that.
But you got off the air to do it.
I know. I just needed that sip.
Why?
That's how good the meal is.
You mean to tell me you couldn't wait 6 minutes until the break?
No. Because it'll be cold in. You know?
All right, Ohio State. Woo. You're national champions. Big Ten country, baby.
2 in a row.
Back to back.
Back to back.
For the Big Ten.
Big Ten.
First time since the 40s.
Wow.
The Big Ten.
Well, I mean, the Big Ten's got to figure it out now that they can pay players. See, I told y'all, SEC's been playing players for years. So everybody's caught the SEC. Everybody, if you ask me, for them, not everybody, but the Big Ten. Big Ten schools have definitely caught the SEC.
Well, and it's nice too. I mean, it's the original Big Ten. It's not, we didn't rely on Oregon to get it done. Ohio State and Michigan, your flag bearers for the Big Ten for the longest time. 2 of the biggest programs, and it's hard. Again, it's one thing for the Big Ten. It's another thing just too for the Midwest, because whether it's SEC or Florida State or Clemson, Texas, Oklahoma, since 2004 of USC's kind of championship, it's been a sport dominated by the South. The last 2 years, the Midwest is sticking up.
Yeah, Terrell, you said it yesterday. Notre Dame does not have enough firepower to get it done against Ohio State. Not only that, and you said Ohio State's got too many big players. That's what we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they took hit the jack brake a little bit on Notre Dame, but
as a defensive player, you're not gonna let a quarterback beat you single-handedly. And that's what they did to Riley yesterday.
They spied him.
Yeah, they spied him.
You said
They knew what he was going to do. Their passing game came alive damn near at the end of the game. But you should have been doing that the whole game.
They're showing how you
or at
beat
least try. They got 2 good running backs. So we do know that. But the dagger in the heart was the Jeremiah Smith at the end.
Yeah, big catch.
Big catch. Freshman. It's just and their defense was playing great. I mean, that was I didn't start watching it till like probably 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. I woke up around about 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I did watch it. And I watched it to the end.
Yeah. Bart, what's your thoughts on the game?
Well, it did kind of play out the way that some people had thought it might play out, which is if Notre Dame is not, like we mentioned, isn't built to come from behind. And so, I mean, first drive, they came out there, they punched them in the mouth, they got the lead, but Ohio State responded with a quick touchdown drive. And then you could start to see, okay, well, they can't just run Riley Leonard all day. They had like 8 carries. It was it was about as good of a start in the first drive as you get for Notre Dame. But they were going to need their defense to play absolutely stellar. To hold Ohio State down quite a bit, to under 21 points was kind of the thought there, or at least not get off schedule. Because if you're playing from behind, and you give them a little bit of credit. I mean, they were able to fight and scratch and crawl their way back into that game. But
8.
that's not how they were going to win that game, though, is fighting from behind. That's just not how they're built, and they weren't able to use some of their better running backs. I mean, they didn't really run the ball that well. And Ohio State's rush defense has been spectacular throughout this postseason. And it's interesting looking back at this season with what Ryan Day did. And I mean, we'll ask Euler. Remember, he was in the stands for Ohio State fans at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Nebraska was leading at Ohio Stadium, and fans were turning on Ryan Day at that moment. The flag planting, all that. Doesn't matter as much anymore as what you're going to do in the postseason.
Yeah, when you say the first quarter, the first drive, a team really is not ready that fast. I mean, you have to get used to what they're running, because some teams try to throw a little gadgets in it, a little different. That once Ohio State figured out what they really was trying to do, they clamped down on it, and that's what the Riley running, and they didn't feed the running backs enough. They didn't pass enough to loosen up the defense. That's why Ohio State was able to play so close to the line of scrimmage, because you came out the same way you've been coming out the same game every game.
Well, and it's just not sustainable. I think Riley Leonard ran the ball 8 times that drive. You can't do that even per quarter. That'd be like 32 carries. So that wasn't going to happen. And Notre Dame, I'd love to see Notre Dame a little, if they were able to come into this game healthy, how much of a fight they could have. They had their left tackle start in his first game of the season. They had some injuries along the offense and defensive front. And this is a matchup, and this is what, Ohio State, as impressive as it is, and it's an interesting story that we could break down all day, is that this was the best roster. Urban Meyer said this is the best roster he's ever seen in college football. And that's why there was pressure on Ryan Day for losing a couple games, is that, the expectation is 12-0. The expectation is to win every game when you are Ohio State and you're pouring that much NIL money in there.
I don't think it's a $20 million roster, bro.
Well, my point is that Notre Dame would need to be at full health, to give it a full go. I mean, it's one of those games where you kind of need everything to go right, and they came into the game with not everything going right.
Well, Ohio State is who we thought they were at the end of the season, the most dominant football team in the country. They've shown that towards the end of the season. They've shown that with how they dominated Oregon. They've shown that consistently. Now, Ryan Day, to me, you don't even worry about. Remember, I said yes. You don't worry about the Michigan loss. Are you worried about the Michigan loss? Are you worried about losing the Big Ten championship? No. Guess what matters? They won the national championship. You might talk about who was the Big Ten champion, Oregon Ducks, who got smashed out in the game before the championship game by the same team that they beat during the season. You won the Big Ten. You mean to tell me that you that much of a... Anyway, my point is the only thing that matters is national championship.
Yeah.
That's it.
And here's the crazy thing about it. Nebraska fans, I'm not taking a shot at Nebraska fans, but
be careful.
The way they acted on the internet. Oh, we had them beat. We should have beat them. We had them down.
We did.
Okay, but that's not the same Ohio State team.
No.
That's not.
No.
That's not.
And maybe they called the dogs off against us.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want to embarrass us.
Maybe they
just coming off of a tough
off game.
Well, guys, the story of this Ohio State team is not that they were overwhelming everybody throughout the year. Again, you lose to a 7-5 Michigan, lost to Oregon. This is not they like the kind of narrative is they got hot at the right time. The season extended. I'll say it again, and this is the second time this has happened for Ohio State. And it seems to be kind of apropos or as kind of cyclical here, is that whenever they're changing the playoffs, that's when Ohio State wins when they otherwise wouldn't. In 2014, when they expanded to 4, they wouldn't have made the BCS championship, but they won as the 4 seed. And now here, where you expand from 4 to 12, they wouldn't have made it in the 4, but you expand the playoff and they're able to win. So I think the lesson we learn here is if you keep expanding the playoff, Ohio State's always going to have a chance.
Yeah, Bill and Bennett says the black shirt was right about last night's game. I will never pick against his pick again.
Yeah, thank you. And it's just like the 1995 Huskers. We struggled with a 3-9 Washington State team, but they came in like they was 12-0 when they played us. But we ended up beating them. What we beat them by? 35-21. They started off with the lead.
Please, he talking about how much dollars for that tape. I'll come down and buy it. How much are we thinking? $5K? $5K. Bring $5K down. We'll split it 3 ways. Bring $5K.
Yeah, y'all get one piece and I'll get the 3. Thank you very much.
Watch your mouth. You gave the tape to me. Now I'm being generous to split it 3 ways. Guess what? All bets are off now. Bach, who you with, me or him?
Where's the money?
Well, the money's coming.
I should have sent it to Scott Frost. That's
you
what
should
I
have, but you didn't. Scott Frost would have threw it away because he don't want no memories of that. 93.7 The Ticket, fastest 2 hours of radio is on its way. We'll be right back.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends. Husker fans. This season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PBA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Come on, Bach. Yeah. Welcome back, Captain Show, 93.7, the ticket fastest 2 hours in radio. Are we done with Ohio State, Notre Dame? Are we done talking about this? Can we move past that, or do we need to keep talking? Do we need to take some text lines?
Shout out to my buddy Kevin Brown, who texted me and gave me a little crap about my coffee. So
why? What did he say?
He just, Kevin
He
Brown.
said he
Kevin
seen
Brown
you running to look for coffee that was sitting right there.
Yeah, thanks to you. Your big mouth.
Well, you shot me in, Bach. That's never happened. 2 years we've been doing this together, and you have never shot off the radio like a bat out of hell trying to get to some coffee.
Now, the question for me to y'all is, can they repeat?
I think so.
They got to find two running backs. I think they're going to.
I thought they had one of those guys were young.
No. I think both of them is going to the NFL.
I don't know if I'm buying that one, my friend. One of those guys were young.
And they have a offensive tackle in the Porter.
That don't mean nothing.
I mean, hey,
it's Ohio State. See, Ohio State has more than just football players. You guys are missing the point. You're missing it. You can go get all the 5 stars you want to. If you don't coach them up, it don't matter. It don't matter. So if you're going to go get those 5 stars, you better be able to coach them up so that you can get the most out of those 5 stars like they're getting the most out of this freshman. Phenom. Now, who's the quarterback next year?
It remains to be seen.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. So they've got their work cut out because they just got to find a quarterback to replace a national championship quarterback. And I'm going to tell you, it's not that easy. So if it's going to be hard for them to get back again unless they find a phenom quarterback like they did in their receiver. Other than that,
well, they have
gonna be tough.
Devin Brown, Julian Saying, and I know that the other guy left.
But here's the deal, all right? I got to get to this real quick. I have a book called Return to Glory, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the 1997 season. I would like you all, my other former players, to sign it. Who is this talking? 9797. Obviously, it's somebody off the 97 championship game team because they got their last 4 digits is 9797. Call me. Well, I guess I'll chat with you a little bit later. I don't even know who that is. Gus Mohawk says this. That was my first game. We smoked Oklahoma that day. Oh, Gus Mohawk tells the truth now. Gus Mohawk was a freshman when we were seniors then. Gus Mohawk, what's your real name? Just wondering. That was my favorite game. We smoked Oklahoma that day. I remember the Oklahoma band yelling, "Put me in, coach." Go Big Red. Huh? The Oklahoma band. Did he play for Oklahoma? Can you decide that? Gus Mohawk, help us out.
I think he's just saying that Oklahoma was getting so bad the band was saying we could play instead of the football team.
I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. You might be right. Ohio State has better quickness and strength also. You could see it. Did Ohio State look bigger, faster, stronger than Notre Dame?
Yeah. Again, they're that $20 million roster. You can
it's not $20 million.
It is. I mean that's what they're leading. They're one of the leading teams in NIL. They went out
$20 million a year for players.
Well, they went out. They literally got the best.
I'm asking a
players.
question.
Yeah.
$20 million a year for players.
Yeah. They went out and got the best, maybe the best offensive transfer portal player in Quinshon Judkins. That seemed to help. They went out and got the best defensive player in Caleb Downs. That seemed to help. And they already had a roster. The crazy thing is that they went and got Jeremiah Smith, who obviously was one of the top recruits in the nation. They lost Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jeremiah Smith walks into a room with Quinshon Judkins, who was an all SEC running back, Travion Henderson, an all Big Ten running back, Emeka Egbuka, who could have went probably in the first round or second round this past year, and Jeremiah Smith ends up being, the best playmaker. So it's just the wealth of talent down there. And again, that's why Urban Meyer said, and others agreed, that this might be the best roster put together in college football. In fact, I'm interested. You said it kind of reminded you of a portion of the 95 Nebraska football team. Now, Nebraska in 95 didn't lose, so I don't think there's any argument about who's a better team. But, I mean, this is This would be a team that you kind of put on the all names list here after a few years, like the 0-1 Miami squad.
Yeah. No, they
What?
lost.
What?
They lost, Bob.
What?
I'm talking about the
2 games.
talent that you're going to see in the NFL.
It'll never be in a conversation because that Miami team was undefeated, that LSU team was undefeated, and that Nebraska team was undefeated.
True that.
I would never put a 2-loss team, even though they're national champions, in that category.
They can't be in that conversation.
I wouldn't either. I'm saying the namesake, like the Miami team that had all the crazy names in 2001 that were so stacked everywhere. This is a pretty stacked Ohio State team.
They don't have the names like that 0-1 Miami team. I don't think. I think I got now, Bach, you're right. They've got
I'm not saying it's exactly as good as that team. I'm just making a comparison. As he made a comparison to the 95 Husker team.
Right. I agree with you. I think they've got a lot of names. But don't you think if Oregon had won, we wouldn't have known the names of those guys more?
Oregon's team?
Yeah, if Oregon had beat Ohio State and went on to win the championship, would we be saying the same thing about Oregon's football team? How talented they are? Did we say how talented they were after the Ohio State game?
I mean, there are one of the more talented rosters in the nation, but again, this Ohio State team pops. It did preseason, like just the amount of talent that they have.
I agree. I'm not knocking Ohio State. And if you're telling me that we're paying $20 million a year, $20 million, they're doing a heck of a job finding talent. They got to. Whoever in their recruiting department, maybe we should go and snipe off their recruiting department.
Who?
Ohio State.
They got coaches with great names, like
it ain't just the names.
The wide receiver coach by
Brian
himself.
Hartline, yeah.
He can bring in anybody.
It ain't just the name.
Yeah.
It ain't just the name.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think at the end of the day, if me, you, and Bach look at a player, right? We look at 2 players, 3 players. And each one of our assessment of who the best player in that group is different, then that's a problem. That means you look at talent completely different than I look at it. You look at it completely different than I look at it. But if now two of us pick one person and you pick somebody else, Bach, and the guy that you pick, Bach, out accelerated the guys that we pick, who's smarter in recruiting?
Well, I get your example, but recruiting's hard. I mean, that's the whole point of this, like drafting, recruiting. You know, there are people that get paid a lot of money to draft and they're still wrong. You know, because it plays out that way, or recruiting.
Well, because
even
they
if you
take the next best available in the draft.
Well, either way, I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that missed. I mean, it happens every year. Going into the draft, would you say Ryan Leaf was one of the best prospects?
No.
Almost everybody agreed that he was.
How? He just got his head beat in by Michigan.
At least a first round draft. My grade
was
is my
he the
point.
number
Did
2
he turn
pick
out
in
to
the
be
draft?
that guy?
Heck no.
Well,
there's no way.
But it happens every year. There's going to be somebody that's a bust in the top 10 that everybody gets together and says, "Yeah, that's a guy."
Give me the first time. Most busts are what? What position? For the most part, what position are NFL bust the most per capita? What would you say?
I wouldn't. I'd say they happen everywhere, but the biggest magnifying glass is on the quarterback.
No. If you go through every draft and you really want to see what goes on, the biggest bust have been the quarterbacks. Ryan Leaf. You can name another. We can name another real quick that went to Raiders. Wasn't he a bust?
Marcus Russell?
Wasn't he a bust?
Yeah.
Probably the biggest bust in the first round. We'll look it up, but I think there's more first round busts than there at quarterback than there is at any position. That's me. Look it up if you don't believe me. How many first round? Okay. Give me running backs may be number 2. But you don't even see running backs going in the first round anymore. They're not spending money on first round running backs. Ashton Genty might be the first running back taken. And when is he going to go? 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right. What about the running back from Iowa? Is he coming out?
He is. I don't know where he's
Where is he going to go? Who is the other running back from Illinois? Is he coming out? Because there's some doggone good running backs. Who's the other running back, number 2? that we played against. Oh, what was it? We shut him down, but he was good.
From Rutgers?
Rutgers.
Oh, yeah.
Is he coming out?
I think so.
That's a pretty good running backs class. So why would I spend money on a running back in the first round? Give me a defensive tackle. Give me an Ndamukong Suh. Give me an offensive lineman. Huh? Give me somebody that can change the complexity of my team. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show. Stargate. Left even. Don't forget your coffee. We'll be right back.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hey guys, this is Lexi Rodriguez, former Husker and now League One volleyball athlete. League One Volleyball is bringing the action to Omaha with our first serve on January 24th, 7 p.m. at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. Witness history in the making as we take on Love Madison in our first ever home match. Visit lovboma.com for tickets. First serve January 24th. Be there when it all begins. That's lovboma.com for tickets to watch Love Omaha Volleyball. Go Big Red and go Big Green.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, 1, 1, 2. Here we go again. Yeah, what you gonna do is me, the black shirt and Boxy. We on the ones and twos doing it our way. Okay, listen. Ron Rivera, front runner for the Dallas Cowboy job. Seriously, Ron Rivera, the coach that has been a coach for so many different teams, so many different years, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. Ron Rivera was, not that he's not a good coach, but he was my special teams coordinator when I played for Seattle Seahawks. He liked me a lot too. But are they going to go with Ron Rivera? Dallas Cowboys? And why?
No, I haven't even heard nothing about Ron Rivera.
They said he was a front runner.
Well, he did. He has won 2 NFL Coach of the Years at Carolina and did a really pretty good,
Did he
darn
win
good
a
job
championship there?
He was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good again for Carolina. Then stint in Washington didn't go over all that well. He was 26-40 there from 2020 to 2023. Overall 102 and 103 career record. So sometimes.
And you telling me he's going to get the job? A 49% winner. He's not even 50-50.
No.
Come on, man. Stop it, Jimmy Jones. Again,
Jerry.
Whatever. Jerry Jones, Jimmy Jones. He just wants someone to control. And I guess what they're saying.
Well, now they're saying that Brian Scottermeyer, they're saying he's the front runner now.
So I'm telling y'all, they're going to pull a banana in the tailpipe. Deion Sanders, next Dallas Cowboys coach in Texas. So college has come to buying national championships. As a coach, you have to be smart enough to buy you, the coaches, and put the whole thing together. Are we buying championships? Did Ohio State buy the championship?
I'm sure that played a big part of it, yeah.
Shout out to Heather, too. Heather, whenever you want to bring the book in, we'll sign it for you.
I mean, we had Matt Rule in studio kind of addressing this from the beginning of the season, but, before the season was here, and he said, it's going to be hard to compete. And I don't want to, I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what those words were, but, to the idea of it's going to be hard to compete with a $20 million roster with a $10 million roster. I mean, that's kind of the whole idea behind all the building up.
What's our number? About 5. No, for real.
I don't know.
What's our number? It's got to be comparable to Ohio State.
It's not, and that's where athletic director Troy Danon also kind of came in and said that Nebraska's number is similar to Washington, which I think had a little bit higher of a number when he was there, but was again,
we
this
got
is
an
months
actual
ago.
number though.
we don't have none of these are actual
how do we
numbers,
know? How do we know Ohio State's number?
They're just kind of rounding them off. I mean, you can kind of get somewhat of an idea, and Nebraska was close to half of Ohio State.
Well, yeah, you can't compete that way. How are you going to compete?
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, well,
it happens.
I want to pay you $2 million, but Terrell, guess what? I want you to do the same job for $500,000. You good with that?
Go ask the Florida Marlins, though. I mean, it happens in baseball from time to time. This past year wasn't the best example. The Dodgers and Yankees in the World Series was an example of big salary cap or
paying
big,
for it.
Yeah, paying for it.
Well,
but yeah, there's been teams in Major League Baseball that made over their comment. They just can't sustain it for the longest time because then once you win a championship, people come in and buy your players.
Well,
Kansas City went through that.
Nebraska has to step their game up. I mean, you have to go out and do what these other teams. It's a blueprint for it. You have to go out there and get these players and give them how much ever. Not saying what they
give
want.
Them the Hellcats and all the challenges and charges they want.
Well, you might want to get some F-150s up here instead of some
get some type of truck, super truck.
Yeah,
like with a monster motor. with 4x4, not 2-wheel drive sled in the wintertime. Again, we have been really, 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 I don't know what's going on, but for us not to have snow and we go just 50 miles down south and it's crazy snow on the ground still, that's a problem.
Where?
Like Wichita.
Oh, it's going to be 3 to 4 inches in Georgia today.
Well, that y'all whole entire state getting ready to shut down.
Oh yeah, no school.
Like did this snow when you was growing up?
No.
You don't never remember it snowing.
No.
See what I'm saying? Think about that, Bob.
Never seen
He
snow.
never seen snow.
I don't even think it snowed in Kansas when I was in JUCO.
See? Normally, you don't get snow like that in Wichita. Snow and ice every blue moon. But in Nebraska, normal winter is for me growing up. Let me just speak for myself.
This has been excellent weather right here.
I agree. But something's wrong though. Let me just say this. When I was growing up, from the first snow would hit late November, it might not stick, but December, all the way into March, late March, middle March, it was going to be snow on the ground. Period.
Climate's changing.
I don't know.
Big Ty says estimated 10 million.
That's what we doing.
Yeah.
Well,
if you're gonna spend 10 million, you're gonna stay with. How was it?
Well, they can't spend 20. Well, what's Texas?
Up there.
Yeah, they'd be higher up there.
Can we check Texas? Let's check 5 schools. Give me Texas, Oregon.
I'll check Georgia's.
Yeah, Texas, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, and what would be the next best? Go Michigan. I think this is going to be really, really, really shocking to some people. But if you got 20 million to spend and I got 10, I'm going to lose every time. It's never going to work out for me, ever. So do they cap it and say everybody's got 20 million, everybody's got 10 million?
So here's a go right here. Texas, 22.2 million.
Number one.
Yeah. Ohio State, 20.2. LSU, 20.1.
Waste of money.
Georgia, 18.3. Texas A&M, 17.2. Michigan, 16.3. Alabama, 15.9. Florida, 15.9. Clemson, 15.2.
It?
Yeah.
We don't go no further?
That's all I got right now.
Yeah, you can't compete. You will never win. You'll never beat Ohio State. You'll never beat Ohio State, Michigan. All those teams up there that's got the money up there, how can you beat them?
Nebraska was leading Ohio State in the fourth quarter this year.
Yeah, Nebraska should have
cares, Bob?
Nebraska.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're saying you'll never beat them. They
won't.
could. They
you
could.
won't. No, you don't. If you could have beat them, you would have beat them. Guess what? You would have been a spoiler. Okay? But instead, was a speed bump in the road of going on for them to win the national championship. When you get a team down, Bach, you got to find a way to win. Not be like, oh, we came up close. We played them better than anybody else. Guess what? We played them better than Oregon did, and they were the number 1 team in the country. Is that what you're saying, Bach?
I'm just saying games aren't decided by NIL valuations. Northern Illinois didn't have the same amount of NIL that Notre Dame did, and they went in there and beat them.
Well, you're right. They did go in there and beat them. They got lucky. This is a rivalry game. It's Northern Illinois, but
that's not a rivalry.
It is. Northern Illinois versus who?
Notre Dame.
They right down the road, right? Indiana, Illinois.
Yeah, that's not Indiana, a rivalry. I don't think so.
I tried it. It didn't work. That's okay.
Throw out the records. Northern Illinois and Notre Dame are going at it.
I'm just saying, Northern Illinois, I got to get this beef jerky on my teeth. But Northern Illinois, to me, any team can lose if the other team plays bad, Bach. It don't matter how good you are. You go put the ball on the carpet 4 or 5 times in a game, you normally are going to lose the game.
Well, it's not just if you play. Florida State is probably up there in NIL rankings. They're just a bad football team.
They weren't nowhere in those numbers.
They didn't play bad. They're bad.
They was not in those numbers. Nowhere in the numbers did we bring up Florida State's name, and we got down to 15, just like we didn't bring up Nebraska. Now,
I can get it now.
do you
It's top
call
25.
LSU, Texas A&M, those teams that got those big bucks, that's underachievers? Well, how do you look at that? Is it a coaching thing?
25.
What?
Illinois, Illinois, 9.3. 24, Washington Huskies, 9.4. Louisville Cardinal, 9.4. South Carolina, 9.5. Iowa, 9.6.
Dang, you ain't got to Nebraska yet? What?
Florida State, 10 million. Oregon, 10.6. That's probably how much they spent. Kentucky, 11.2. Arkansas, 11.5. Auburn, 11.5. Tennessee, 11.6. Virginia, 12.7. Michigan State, 13. Indiana, 13.6.
Certainly we got more money than Indiana.
Penn State, 13.7. Oklahoma, 14.8. No Nebraska.
What? That is unbelievable. Bach, that's unbelievable. You got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that we ain't spending $10 million a year?
Michigan, 16.3. Yeah.
No Nebraska is well with what we spending. Huh? Something's not right with this picture. I got to put a phone call into the university.
I found out about time.
We're going to find out a little bit more. We're going to do some investigation. The top of the hour is coming. Next hour is coming. We'll see you guys in a few.
Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PBA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets. Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
It's the new year, and it's time for a new John Deere. Acres has all new John Deere compact tractors, mowers, and Gator UTVs on sale with money-saving financing options. Whether it's recreation or landscaping, Acres has the John Deere for you. Visit your local Acres store for details. And don't forget, Acres has a full lineup of used equipment as well. Act now. These incentives expire January 31st, 2025. Financing program subject to credit with John Deere Financial. Some restrictions may apply.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Oh, man. Tipsy Tina spaghettis have struck again. This time, form of chicken taco, fajita style. Did y'all get some?
Absolutely delicious.
Thanks, oh, man, that was good. I mean, in box, like, guys be coming back. I'm like, guys, I don't even want to go back.
All right. I looked it up.
What?
This is from December 24.
Okay.
Nebraska has roughly $10 million that is spent on NIL every year. With 105 athletes on the roster moving forward, this is what it would look like to give you an idea of why Nebraska is falling behind.
Okay. What, 10 million?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go averages for a second. Let's say 10 million.
Nebraska's ranked 42, it says.
What?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? Blue blood program like Nebraska ranked 42. You mean there's 41 other schools that has more money than we do? I ain't buying that. Now, if we are, let's just talk about this $10 million. How much is it if we pay every player $100,000? We got let's cap it at 100. How much is that? That's a year.
105 times.
Yeah, no, I said 100. We want to use whole numbers. I mean, it should be easy for you guys. Come on.
At 105 scholarships, it'd be 10.5.
Thank you. Okay. So that's 100,000. What is 100,000 divided by 12? It's less than what? $8,000 a month?
Yeah, 8.3.
So then that means that you're either going to put more money in that book, because if you go give $1 million to DR, to the doctor, you gave him $1 million, you're down to 9. So is everybody else now getting 90,000? Or do you got to go? You see what I'm saying?
Well, there's definitely a difference between the top guy and the bottom guy of the roster.
But right. But I'm saying, okay, if 8,000 is the mean, those numbers ain't gelling. You can't go give Dylan Riola $1 million, go give 2 other players $1 million, go give 4 other players $1 million, and then have what is that? $6 million for 85% of your team. That's a problem. I see why it's a problem. That's a problem.
Well, if you don't do that, then you're not going to get some high-end players. So
I'd agree with that, but how many high-end players does Ohio State? You talked about this, but how many high-end players do Ohio State have?
Oh, man,
about 20.
All right, then. You think they paying them $8,000?
How many
less than $8,000?
How many Nebraska has?
1.
5.
Who's 5? We got 1.
Well,
who's 5? Who's 2? Give me 2 after the doctor. That's a guy that you can justify paying $1 million on our roster.
Well, you can't.
You can't. You can't name one guy that can justify paying $500,000 on our roster, can you? Who? Name them.
I mean, again, at that point, you got to get to like comparison to others. It'd be tough to tell. If there's guys that are preparing for the NFL draft, they should probably, a few guys that Nebraska had should probably make some decent money. Elijah Pritchard and Williams Nwaneri are both former 5-star guys, so at least coming in to their schools, they probably got opportunity to get a good chunk of change. So, but you're right. I mean, if you don't have all Big Ten players, then who really has too much of an argument?
So do you go for quality over quantity, or do you go quantity over quality?
I just want the best player that's out there.
You can't get them because you only got $10 million, sir.
Do that.
You got, and everybody else has got more money than you to go get the better players. Indiana has more money than Nebraska. You have got to be kidding me right now. They tell me Indiana got more money than we do. No wonder why we can't win.
Somebody got their hand in the cookie jar.
Something.
So I found the quote from Troy Dan, and he said, at Washington, our football program last year had an NIL budget of about $10 million. And remember, they made the national championship game with that. So it is possible. And so they went to that national championship game. We also said Oregon's is 23, Ohio State's is 23. Ours here is not even 10. And that was last summer. So
not even 10
at that point. Maybe it's changed.
You can't compete. Okay. You can't. It's like, back in the day we used to shoot dice, right? And the guy who's got the most money usually wins every single time. Why? Because he can keep betting you. When you take a big loss because your pocketbooks are not as fat as his pocketbooks, you feel the effects. He don't. He can lose 2,000 and be cool. You lose 2,000, you just lost it all. So it's a difference. Who got the bigger pocketbooks? 9 times out of 10, they're going to be in a better position.
Well, this says Nebraska pays its salary range for football players' jobs is from $35,000 to $46,000.
What are you talking about? High school or not? That ain't high school.
No. This is college.
You ain't talking about Nebraska. You said it pays is what?
Some of the lower ends probably don't even get that much.
You said they pay their players how much? I'm thinking it's more on the line of $50,000 a year, right? Okay, it's worth 200. You come to Nebraska, if you stay here 5 years, it's worth 250,000. That's a good whole number, right? 50,000. It makes it sounds like it's bigger than really, really is. It's only 50,000, but if you're getting 50,000 extra dollars, how much is that? $4,000? A little over 4,250, 4,200.
It's like a full-time job for a lot of people. So it can help.
I would be pom-pomming that.
Right.
But that's if you split it up evenly. You can't. Now, if you had another 10 million, now we can go get these dudes that they're paying all this money to.
Well, what you still have to, now is up to the colleges to pay these kids. So now it's revenue sharing. So Nebraska makes good money. They made $95 million last year. So now the school has to dole out the money to the kids instead of the NIL collective.
And isn't that the same across the board?
Yeah.
That money.
It should.
20.5 million or whatever it is.
Well, it depends how much that school makes. Each school makes different money.
So then there's still going to be a different plateau.
Well, to be fair, there's always been a big difference between Ohio State and Bowling Green, right? I mean, this is not, it's not new. It's a different way to measure it, but the top schools have always had a big advantage.
And they will continue to have a big advantage because you will never get this thing on the equal playing field. It's never going to happen. So just throw it out your mind. You're either going to compete with Ohio State's or you're going to get your ass kicked along the way. And you're going to be trying to figure out, is it the coach? Is it the player? Is it this? Is it that? Here, I tell you what. Number one, you take care of the things you need to take care of. That's blocking and tackling, the ABCs of football. See, until we fix the ABCs of football at the University of Nebraska, it don't matter how much money we get.
So here's the House versus NCAA settlement. If approved, the settlement could allow schools to share up to $20 million in revenue with student athletes each year, starting the 25-26 calendar athletic year. So we should get better and better each year.
But again, that whole deal is kind of in a messy situation now too. With last week, the Department of Education, I believe, made the ruling that it has to comply with Title IX standards. So half of whatever the evaluation would be going to women's sports.
I mean, every program make their own money.
Yeah, it's a mess because every program does make their own money, but most of them aren't self-sustainable, and that's on a women's
they
or men's side.
I mean, I know that, I understand that, but you can't take away from football just because another sport is not.
Yeah, you can. They've always done.
You can.
Yeah, you can. They've always done.
But now you're hurting the football team at the same time, though.
How?
Because now you only give them $10 million. You see how much you doling out now?
Oh, well, I was under the impression of the $20 million that the teams are going to be given. They get to dole out who gets this much, who gets that much.
I don't know how that goes.
Well, again, that was the plan until the recent ruling, which was, okay, because teams were thinking, okay, we're going to spend 80% on football, 10% on basketball, or whatever it is, 70% on football, 20% on basketball, and then 10% for the other sports. Well, the most recent ruling is saying, no, you're not going to do that because that overloads men, opportunities for men to make money compared to women.
Well,
for Title IX.
But you can't, it's so hard for me to accept that, knowing that sports have been around for so long and the men's sport have been so dominant over all of these years. You got to think, women are just now getting into wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just now. You just in the last 15 years got, if 15 years, in the last 15 years, you got women's professional basketball, right?
It's been a little longer than that, yeah. But yeah,
it's
20
years?
30 years, yeah.
Yeah, it don't seem like it. It was before you.
I think the WNBA was the mid-90s, I think, start.
Really?
Check.
No. It had to be in 2000.
It might have been in 2000, somewhere around there.
I didn't think the WNBA was around when I was in college. No. Come on, help me out, Pac. Make me right one time.
1997.
Dang! Right when I was getting out. That's probably, it was a blur between those 5 years. 97 and 03 was a blur. I don't know what happened.
So here's this thing right here. So I'm looking at this right here. Revenue last year. Texas had $180 million revenue.
Woo.
Georgia, $152 million revenue. Michigan, $142 revenue. Notre Dame, $141 revenue. University of Tennessee, $137 million. Oklahoma, $134 million. Ohio State, $127 million. Alabama, $125. This is what football generated. Nebraska, $120. Previous year, they made $95 million revenue off football.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I mean, if you want to put it on even, I'm spending all of it. You ain't got your job is on the line. If it don't work, let's say we go 3-6 next year. Who we blaming?
Coach Rule.
Oh, that's the only person to blame.
Yeah.
Year 3, so to me, I don't think you spare any expense. You give them the open checkbook and you let them play.
Yeah, I mean, what you say, I mean,
because that'll be an excuse. We didn't have enough money.
Well, you got enough money. How much as 1890 does. I mean, I think this university should, spend a little bit more. If you want to put better product on the field, spend a little bit more.
You have to.
You're gonna have to.
You don't have to. It's 1890.
Coach Osborne did it without money, so he had to go to people's houses and convince their families, hey, I need your young man. So if Coach Osborne can do it with zero in the bank, I think Coach Rule can do it with $20 million in the bank.
Does 1890, is that 10 million coming from 10 million? Does the 10 million come from 1890? Is that where that comes from? Or
it's partially. I mean, partial part of the collective.
Oh, it's a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
It's not the whole pie.
It would be, I think, a sizable portion of the pie, yes.
Okay, so if the pie is 10 million, how much would we say the portion of the pie is?
Well, there are other like collectives or NIL opportunities, but 1890 is the main driver.
Destroying football as we know it. That's why I don't like watching it anymore.
No, because it looks like we
put all these rules. We got all these grown people putting their hand in the cookie jar, wanting to dictate this. Now we're talking about the political pundits are going to get involved in this situation now and start to politicize college football. You got to be kidding me right now. We're taking a game that we love, and now we've monetized it so much so that we've ruined it by telling the players, we want to pay you to play. Here, come pay. Not education's out the door. How many of these kids are going to really and truly going to a class
online?
I'm talking about walking into class.
I doubt half of them.
If that.
Yeah.
You think that the doctor's going to class?
No.
He'd be following him around.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I would imagine that the freshmen got to go, but once you get a certain status, when you walk around and you making $250,000, normal people who make $1 million ain't walking around with the average people.
Well, I mean, still though, but you want to enjoy that college life.
I think so too.
I used to love to walk around campus in my Nebraska warm-up suit.
Yeah, you didn't go to class though.
I did go to class.
I'm just.
Yeah, I was. Even if I missed class, I still walked around the campus.
You used to like them to be like, "Hey, he's a football player.
I'm an All-American. You think I care about?"
Did you walk around with your 43 jersey? How did they know it was you?
No.
Did they know it was you? How did they know it was you? Because back then,
you see my face on TV, Rashawn. I caught an interception the first game of the season.
But you didn't get to take your helmet off. Remember that?
On the sideline.
Yeah, but nobody saw you on the sideline. You look like them little ants when you go in the ocean and you look back and
Rashawn,
they look like
we
ants.
on ESPN Thursday Night Football, man. You don't think they're gonna have that big close up of you? Huh?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, okay.
We wasn't watching TV.
You
like
was
that.
too busy playing anyway.
You said on
You
campus though. You on campus.
Yeah, they knew who I was. The women knew who I was. The guys knew who I was.
What would they say to you?
Huh?
What would they say? Would they come up to you?
No, they just look.
They'll just be looking at you like you're in a fishbowl.
Yeah, like,
Well, what would you do? Just like they looking at me. Yeah, it feels good.
What's up?
Yeah.
Or you just give them the head up, nod up, not the nod down.
I was a friendly guy on campus. I wasn't one of those stuck-up guys who didn't want to.
Can you name a couple of those stuck-up guys that didn't want to talk to people?
I can tell you one instance. I can tell you one instance. We was walking out the locker room. It was after a game, and me and the quarterback couple more guys. They was like, hey, can we get your autograph? So, the quarterback was being kind of obnoxious about
what
it.
quarterback?
15. But,
which 15? It's a bunch of them.
It's the 1995 15. But I was, what made me so different from people, because I was willing to sign autographs, just because I wasn't saying I was that guy. I was trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
And, I said the next year for me to hop off the bus and see little kids with my jersey on, it made me happy. So I was willing. And then I still have people say, hey, Terrell, you gave me one of your gloves during the game. Okay, I did that because, you know what? I wanted to make everybody happy. So, it's like now I got to stand in line for 3 hours to get an autograph from Dylan Raiola, and I have to pay $30 for it. No, you should get that for free. You shouldn't have to stand in line or go to a card place to get these guys signatures, because they should be giving it to you for free.
I agree. That's what you do to give back to the guys. I will stand in line. I will stand in line and sign autographs for the kids all day long.
Okay.
What happened? Somebody said something crazy?
Yeah.
Who said something crazy?
Craig.
What Craig say? Can you read? Can you read, Craig, or not?
So if BJ got on TV camera, he lived in Osborne's shadow on the sideline.
You got that right. Hey, man, listen, for 2 years, man, they was asking me, my people didn't even think I was on the team.
Look, you was
I needed to be like, I needed to let everybody back in Omaha know, guys, I ain't playing, but I'm here.
Look, I know what you was doing.
What?
I need a tight end. He look around. BJ, get it. look, see, that's what he was doing.
Hey, let me tell you something. Sometimes you want to be in earshot of the guy that could mistakenly put you in the game.
Yeah.
I would, man, please. Get in there.
Yeah, that's how I got in trouble.
And they called the timeout and got me right back out, too.
They was calling my name against some team. And you know me, I'm over there running my mouth.
Running your mouth.
Yeah, get in there, 40. What are you doing? I'm like, oh, my God.
And then you start talking like, man, why ain't in there? Why ain't in there? What, that's what you did? Why ain't in there?
Yeah, whatever.
You got the crowd on the sideline. I ain't in there.
Yeah.
Throw it to break. I ain't in there.
All right, 93.7 the ticket, the fastest 2 hours in radio. Bob, the captain, and the black shirt. We'll be right back.
If you're sick of catering from the same places every month, it's time to switch things up. Mulberry Barbecue is perfect for business lunches and dinners, family gatherings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, and so much more. Delivery and full service options are available, and they can cater for anything from 10 people to 500 people. Call them at 402-937-7114 to hear their menu options and get your catering booked today. Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, mainly sunny and breezy. Cold this morning, but warming up to around 25 this afternoon. Tonight, a slight chance of snow, otherwise mainly cloudy and low near 21. And tomorrow, a chance of snow, otherwise mainly cloudy with the high near 37. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty. Welcome back. Welcome back to Bargain City. How may I help you?
I would like to have your best athlete that you got. Can you help me? What's the best 5-star you can get me for my money? I only got $10 million to spend for 105, so keep that in mind. I need a bargain.
Well, you get Dylan Riola from Von Mar, and then you get the rest of the guys from Walmart, with a couple of guys from the Salvation Army.
Dang, you taking it that deep?
And then the Dollar General. Well, Nebraska, you got to spend that money.
So you mean to tell me we're not shopping in the same?
No, we're not shopping in the same district as everybody.
We're not at Macy's.
No,
we're not in. Remember when we stayed at Miami Beach?
No.
We're not at the mall across the street in North Miami Beach. Then, huh?
No, you're
They
not.
got the $1,000 sunglasses.
You're not at the Mall of America.
Well, how much money do you think it's going to take to get there?
15 to 20.
Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, some way, send your money to the University of Nebraska because we need $15 million in order to compete with the top of the Big Ten. We will never get back, right, Bach? Unless we spend the money.
1562 said Nebraska people think everything here is the best because they never see outside the bubble. I don't care what Davidson says. Our NIL cannot compete with the big programs. We don't have very many super rich boosters, and we never will.
You do. They're not giving no money no more.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. I know a few of them. They're not giving any money. You got to give them a reason to do it. You can't tell a smart person to donate money, especially in the NIL, when you don't get anything in return back, do you? Do you? Is there I would imagine now they've changed it for it could be nonprofit, but I could have swore when you donate money, because I've donated some money, there is no write-off to NIL when they first started this thing. Am I wrong or right?
I don't know. I don't have any money.
Anybody want to take a gander?
I don't have any money yet.
Somebody help me out. Text line is open, 402-464-5685. If you want to call in too. We'll welcome that today. Listen, it is winter conditioning. When does school start? See, we're worried about all this other stuff. Let's go straight into what we should be worried about as a football team. Winter conditioning usually runs from the time you get back from the bowl game when school starts, January, to spring ball or spring break, and then spring ball. So I'll call it spring ball. So from January to February is 1 month. From February to March is 2 months. Spring ball usually starts what? April?
About the middle of March here now. They get a whole month of spring ball.
Okay, so the middle of March. Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're 60 days from spring ball starting practice.
Yeah. We're 214 days away from the next kickoff.
Okay. What are we doing in winter conditioning?
You better be busting your butt.
That's Heinrich Harburg has to benefit from winter conditioning in order for us to be like, Fedoni who? Because if Heinrich Harburg builds his body up into the tight end that I believe he can be, I promise you we will not be talking about Fedoni. Why? Heinrich Harburg is not afraid to throw his nose in there and block. Heinrich Harburg can catch the ball. Heinrich Harburg can run after he catches the ball. Now you just got to develop it into the blocker that he needs to be. He needs to know what he's doing. And y'all laugh at me for standing next to Coach Osborne. Here's why I'm able to talk to you today. Because I stood next to Coach Osborne for 2 years and never played. And everybody laughed. Oh, yeah, there he is right there. There he is. He's getting some Coach Osborne time. There he is right there. Yeah, you're right. But it was twofold. It was not only to let the people know at home in Nebraska that I was on the football team, but it was also to know what the heck was going on. What was the legend calling? I was in those huddles. When I wasn't even supposed to be. I was listening. So when I did get an opportunity in 1995 to play tight end, when it was brought to me, do you want to stay at fullback and be fifth? Or do you want to give yourself an opportunity to play in 1995 on the greatest team ever assembled because we need your help? I took that opportunity. Well, who ran the plays in on offense, Terrell?
I guess the tight end.
You guess. It wasn't the running backs. They never gave a play to Amon Green or Lawrence Phillips or those fullbacks, and said, take the play in. Coach Osborne never did it. Guess who he gave it to? Tight ends, receivers, or the quarterback himself. Now, I'm not saying we're just that smart. And again, strategic-wise, we had running backs that were already in the game. So for them to come out of the game, and what was always happening? receivers were always changing. So your players was brought in with the receivers. Well, 90% of the time that I was going into the game, guess who gave the play to the quarterback? Me. Obviously, Coach Osborne had to trust me just a little bit in order to give me the play. Now, if you go watch the Kansas game, this is when I first really started playing. It was a heck of a game, that game. I brought the wrong play in. You hear Tommy on TV letting me have it. Well, I thought that was it. Nope. As soon as I go to the sideline to see Coach Osborne, you know what he asked me? What play did you call? And I said, whatever I thought it was. He said, doggone, I told you to. And that was it. You felt it. But do you think that he didn't give me more plays to go take in? He gave me another opportunity. I couldn't keep on making that mistake. But I felt like the job that I had was super, super, super important. There you have it. There you have it. In a nutshell. Shout out to you, Coach Osborne.
You talking about Kansas when we went down there to Kansas that time, that night game?
Yeah. When I scored my first touchdown, 1 yard, 1 catch, 1 touchdown.
That was a good game for a minute.
Thank you, Tommy. When he called my number, I was afraid though. I didn't want to drop the ball. You know, I had my share of drops. Yeah. When I moved over to tight end. So when he called my number, be quiet. When he called my number, don't even bring that. Why would you bring that up?
That's the only thing I know about it.
Do you remember that? That was the Texas A&M game?
No, just that day in practice.
No, it was Texas A&M game.
We went in the Big 12 then.
Yes, we was. What are you talking about?
Talking about when they threw that
pass. It's when I said why.
No, it was when they threw that pass to you.
When Christian said, he's not going to catch it.
No, when we was at practice.
It hit off my head. Wait, the deep ball?
Yeah. And then Riley came back the next day with that.
You drew the picture with me with a cape on with bricks.
With the center blocks on your hand.
Whatever, dude. Hey, listen, you got to have broad shoulders because, boy, I tell you what, as a little ugly duckling, I was picked on a lot. And I'll try not to pick on. They called me the bully stopper. If you're a bully, I'm coming for you.
You was a bully.
Oh!
You was a bully.
Whoa. Bach am I a bully?
Bach. Bach. When it was time, when it
we'll
was
let
time,
you call it.
Bach, when it was time to move in the locker room, VJ was already in there. So he was the main character that was getting it. I mean, Bach, I'm supposed to be his friend. I look up, he coming off the top of the locker.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy the Superfly Snooker.
It's not free,
Made
man.
me
You don't
bite my tongue and everything. Then I got hit with a trash can full of water.
There's a reason why.
Amon trying to fight back, and then we just getting it more.
Don't fight back. Just give up. But there's a reason why we loved each other. See, you had to go through something. But back to Bach. Bach, am I a bully?
I don't think you are. Well, yeah, you look like a bully.
Wait a minute. I'm not a bully. Tell the truth. Am I a bully, Terrell?
Yes.
No, I'm not. Was I a bully in school?
Yes.
Is he less of a bully now?
No.
No, not really.
You never, I bullied the opposite team. I never bullied teammates unless you guys were out of line. Now, if you got out of line, you got bullied.
No.
Well, you didn't let me bully you that fateful night.
You're a bully, Rashawn.
How?
You're just a bully.
Tell me how.
You're a Husker bully. That's what you are.
Tell me how.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me? Can the text line explain? Here's a bunch of guys that feel like they know the captain. How in the heck am I?
You know how big you was back in the day?
Yeah, I know how big I was. I can get that big again, but I don't want to.
Walked around with your shirt off all the time?
I did not have my shirt off. No.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah, who you hung with?
Shirt off?
LP and Clinton? Oh, yeah.
Shirt off?
Yeah.
Or
the little tight Nebraska shirts. The little
I walked around with my shirt off.
In the locker room. No, in the weight room. Especially in the weight room.
Well, what were we supposed to do? It's the weight room.
I don't know.
I'm only doing what I was taught.
Hey and bye.
Well, let's speed up time a little bit. And Mississippi Mud Dog says some of my favorite memories listening to VJ are the old days when he would bully Nick. Great radio.
See?
What were some of the names you had for Nick?
I was not bullying
What
Nick.
were some of the names you had for him?
What?
Thickums.
Jolly Saint Nick, maybe? Or
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
You guys, hold up a second. You got me coughing real quick. Are you telling me that I bullied Nick, or did Nick bully me? Which one? I'm thinking it was the other way around.
What was the nicknames again?
I don't know.
You don't remember now?
I don't know what the nicknames were. That's what happened when you keep me on the hot mic, though. See, Nick was doing a little sneaky stuff and having me on hot mics, and I'm in the background yelling and hooping and hollering, and they're like, "Hey, BJ, hot mic," and I'm still going completely off in the background. Okay, but I didn't bully Nick. I love Nick. I would love to do a show with Nick again. I think we've both grown up. Don't you think? Nick has his way of bullying. He just jumps out of the cupboards and do it. Surprise! Then he takes little shots on you, right? You telling me Nick ain't a bully?
Oh, Dad says, VJ, you bully Bach in the black shirt all the time. No, he don't. He doesn't bully me. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I just don't pay him no attention.
I bullied you in knocker ball. That's for sure. That was a bully move.
All right.
And I dared you. I bullied Nick too in knocker ball.
Yeah.
Just when it's come time to get physical.
Surprise.
In basketball, I bullied DP, you, Nick. Who are the other two clowns that I bullied out there? Y'all thought y'all had an easy win over the V-Man. They didn't know Bach. We won the holiday Metro and the holiday tournament, baby. I am the best sixth man in the state of Nebraska. 93.7 a ticket.
Lose 10 more pounds to see what happens to you then.
Who gonna lose 10 pounds?
I'm just saying. Then you on my level. Then I would bully you.
That's a lie. We'll be right back.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
It's the new year, and it's time for a new John Deere. Acres has all new John Deere compact tractors, mowers, and Gator UTVs on sale with money-saving financing options. Whether it's recreation or landscaping, Acres has the John Deere for you. Visit your local Acres store for details. And don't forget, Acres has a full lineup of used equipment as well. Act now. These incentives expire January 31st, 2025. Financing program subject to credit with John Deere Financial. Some restrictions may apply.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we wanted to give a special shout out to all of our great customers, thanking you all for a record-setting year in 2024. Now let's get the new year rolling with some big savings. Right now at Cobble, we have some of the biggest discounts in the area with over $12,000 off list price or 0% APR on select new models. So stop on in the dealership or hit us up online at cobblecars.com to get true low country overhead in action. $12,000 off list or 0% APR right now at Cobble. So please stop on in or visit us at cobblecars.com You'll be glad you did.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey everyone, Lance here with Black Label. We specialize in creating custom crafted decks, pergolas, patio covers, and more. Plus, our retractable screens, gazebos, and patio enclosures create the ultimate outdoor retreat. With over 50 years of combined experience, we're not just builders, we're creators of unforgettable memories.
Call them today at 402-730-6333 or visit blacklabelbuilt.com for a free consultation.
Let's turn your backyard dreams into reality.
Black Label Built, built to serve, built to last.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey guys, this is Lexi Rodriguez, former Husker and now League One volleyball athlete. League One volleyball is bringing the action to Omaha with our first serve on January 24th, 7 p.m. at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. Witness history in the making as we take on Love Madison in our first ever home match. Visit lovboma.com for tickets. First serve January 24th. Be there when it all begins. That's lovboma.com for tickets to watch Love Omaha volleyball. Go Big Red and go Big Green.
If you're sick of catering from the same places every month, it's time to switch things up. Mulberry Barbecue is perfect for business lunches and dinners, family gatherings, holiday parties, wedding receptions, rehearsal dinners, and so much more. Delivery and full service options are available, and they can cater for anything from 10 people to 500 people. Call them at 402-937-7114 to hear their menu options and get your catering booked today. Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket. It's the captain in the building. I'm with the Black Shirt and Buck. Okay, so listen. I know this time goes by so fast. I don't know how it goes by so fast. I have no idea, but it does. Can we better get to the text line a little bit. Just a pitch. Bach, somebody. One of you. My tablet keeps turning off so fast. I think I gotta keep it to where it stays on a lot longer. Anybody say anything smart on the text line?
Crowbait says, welcome to 93.7 The Ticket with the Black Shirt and the Bully.
Dang.
Dylan Bennett says, I wonder if VJ was bullied into shooting dice in the locker room.
Dang.
Mississippi Mud Dog says, at one point, VJ did a whole hour where we were asked to text the line to just roast Nick. It was so fun.
Dang.
The cat. Also, John in Southeast Lincoln, the captain would make fun of the Black Shirt and Bach and Nick all the time.
What? You telling me? Are you guys all telling me that they never made fun of me?
It appears as though, at least from just listening to the radio station, folks assume you're a bully.
Well, you need a bully on every team. I'm a nice bully. I bully the bullies. I'm the bully. I bully bullies.
Yeah, it's like it's okay.
Nobody never said you was a bully on the football field. You just a bully outside of the field.
You don't believe that.
I do.
You know.
Nobody.
See, that's when the bully comes out.
No, he doesn't.
When little dudes like this go and say, "Hey, man,
you're a runner.
You're not like you're not one of us."
That guy, you ran from that guy the whole time.
Who?
After you.
That was one.
After
guy.
you spit on him.
Yeah. Then he ran.
That was one
You're
guy.
a runner. You're a runner.
Hold up a second, bro. I came back to him in the fourth quarter. I came back to see him in
What
the
about
fourth.
after the game?
After the game, he was non-existent. What are you talking about? I wasn't scared.
Yeah, I get.
Wasn't
Jay,
scared of it.
Look, did Jay bully you or you bully Jay on the football practice?
Now, let me tell you something, man. I had 3 people that bullied me at the University of Nebraska. I can name them. And they will bully you now.
Dwayne
Harris. That's one.
Dante.
No, sir. Me and
LP?
Dante got no, sir. Me and LP was best friends. No,
Yeah.
sir. That's who made me tough. He helped make me into this guy. Go ahead. You only name one. Debo. That's all you name. Not the little guy. I'm talking about Dwayne Harris, the big Debo. Come on. Name him. Come on.
I don't
Cletus. Come on.
Trev Alberts.
No, sir. Never. He did help me, though, along the way. But no. Come on.
I don't know you name.
Christian Peter.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You don't know who the other one was?
Who?
Kevin Raymakers. Uh-huh.
You wasn't a bully.
Outside of that, it wasn't no bullying going on,
he wasn't a bully on the football field.
Yeah, okay.
About
Then let me ask you a question.
Who?
Why did me and you have a brother-in-law if that wasn't the case?
Because I didn't want to do you in. That's the truth.
Are you telling? I can't even say that's a lie. I just See, that's why I bully people like you that be telling lies for no apparent reason whatsoever. You know, if I get a hold of you at any part, I was going to put you on your back. You knew that.
You had to get a hold of me.
You're on the backside.
I don't line up on the line. I'm off the line.
You're on the backside.
And I keep my head on the swivel.
Terrell.
I do.
Terrell.
I do.
The brother-in-law
was
for you, not me.
It was for you.
How?
Because
you going after the ball carrier.
I wanted to let you play. And that's the only reason I was going to get you on the field if you blocked me. So, you know
what? Oh, my God. I'm about to get off the air. I can't believe it. There's so much poop in here. Help! Help!
If I would have did him like everybody else I did at practice, he wouldn't have played in the game.
Ooh.
He wouldn't. Because coach say, run it again.
Now you know why. Now you know why, Bob. Now you know why I do what I do. And I call a spade a spade. And it may seem like I'm bullying, but I'm just telling the truth. He's telling a lie. It's a lie. You ought to give a shirt out today.
No.
You are
telling the truth.
You are lying.
I'm telling the truth.
You never gave me a brother-in-law. I've taken care of you since you walked in the door.
You was just learning that position when I got here.
What? You don't learn. You don't have to learn tight end.
You was just moved to tight end.
Bro, I was playing it for 2 years on scout team. That's how they knew I could play it.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do you in. Wait.
My freshman year, I had to block Trev Alberts, Dante Jones, Jared Tomich, Dwayne Harris, Bruce Moore. Who else can I say? The list goes on. I had to block these dudes, Luther Hart, and all these dudes as a freshman 80 times a practice every day, 4 times a week. Well, 3. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna get my head knocked off. All right. So, do you actually think when I'm 6 foot and I'm battling lions and giants and tigers that I'm gonna look at you and put you in the same category of a Trev Alberts? Are you crazy?
Okay.
You got to be nuts.
Listen to this.
I gave you the boy.
Listen to this.
Well, you gonna get me out up in here?
Ask Aaron Graham, Aaron Taylor, Adam True.
Taylor, what?
Adam True.
You ran around them.
Hey, they couldn't.
You ran around them.
They couldn't touch
Don't
me.
act like you was a tough guy.
I wasn't.
You
a tough
wasn't
guy.
a
I'm
tough
a football
guy.
player.
You wasn't a tough guy when it came to one-on-one, model me and you.
There's no such thing as one-on-one.
I'm talking me and you.
There's no such thing as
And our
one-on-one.
brother-in-law.
There's 11 guys on the field,
All right.
and you got to match up all 11.
All right, that's fair.
Because guess what? The guy with the speed, you would never match up with.
I was just as
I'll
fast
run
as
around
you.
your room.
I was just as fast as you back then. You weren't that fast. And I was way
Mississippi
bigger.
Mud Dog, nobody ran from Jay Sims, okay? Never get that wrong. Never. There's only one running back I probably wouldn't hit. Head up here.
LP.
And the rest of them, easy peasy.
Ooh, that goes with Amon Green?
Amon Green, too.
What?
Yeah.
You heard it, Amon.
Yeah.
See? Now who's the bully now?
That's not a bully.
It ain't me. That's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to call and put me in his category. He bullying on the radio.
It'll
never be the same.
But what do y'all do today? I'm not getting this out of here today. I am not getting this out of here today.
All right, 1040 O Street.
Since
Thank
I'm
you for listening
Debo.
to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket, FM, Real Radio Talk. We'll see you tomorrow here on Win the World Wednesday.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich.